What's going on, all you Minties? Uncanny Omar here from Near Mint Condition. And today, I get to announce 2 brand new Marvel Omnis coming out in September of 2023. So, let's go. This video is sponsored by Marvel Comics, so thank you so much to David Gabriel and the fine folks at Marvel for sending us advance notice of these 2 Omnis. And both of them are due out in September. Please don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe, and ring that bell for notifications. All that, it does help with our YouTube algorithm and our channel keep growing. Share the video, let others know where you get your breaking news in the world of the Marvel Collected Editions. Thank you so much to all you wonderful folks that have shared them on social media like Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, on Reddit, on forums. Seriously, thank you all so much. Now, we got 2 books that are coming out. These are brand new books. And I have, maybe when people ask me for hints, I'm not really good at giving hints, so I kind of stopped giving hints. But maybe I kind of hinted at some. I've always talked about how sometimes I throw hints, whether it's a tie, and sometimes I don't. So you never know when I'm going to throw hints. Sometimes I throw hints by the books that are behind me, because we are talking about a future volume of a book first. And yeah, this one is a book that I've hinted at, and a book that I'm hinting at right now because it's behind me. And of course, I'm talking about this book right here, Phoenix. Yep. Do you think I was talking about Wolverine? No. I'm talking about Phoenix. Phoenix Omnibus Volume 2. Let's check out the standard edition cover. Here's your standard edition cover. Oh my gosh, this one is freaking awesome. This one is drawn by Stanley Lau, Art Germ. So before we go and look at the direct market cover, let's take a look at the content, because this is one that I'm sure a lot of people are going to be curious about. How are they going to map a Volume 2 if Volume 1 ended where it did? All right, so let's take a look at the content together. This collects X-Men 41, and then when the title got changed over to Uncanny X-Men 142, 168 to 176, 184, 199, 201 to 203, 207 to 209, 221 and 222, 239 to 243, Avengers 263, and Fantastic Four number 286, X-Factor number 1, 13, 18, 35 through 39, Excalibur 42 through 50, 52, 61, and 66 through 67. So before we talk about these particular stories and what they are exactly, let's take a look at the direct market cover. So this direct market cover is from the issue of X-Factor, and this one is supplied by Walter Simonson. So what exactly are we looking at here? Well, we're looking at stories that are Phoenix-centric. Not just Jean Grey, but also Rachel Summers when she joins the X-Men. This is a lot of her stories, including her first appearance during the Days of Future Past. So you have a lot of stuff in here by Chris Claremont, Louis Simonson, Walter Simonson, Alan Davis, and John Byrne, of course, Roger Stern on the Avengers, but there is a lot of stuff in here from Chris Claremont. But it's really interesting to see where this is going, where we go from a Phoenix Volume 1 to a Phoenix Volume 2. I would like to see modern era Phoenix collected, because there's a lot of uncollected stories in omnibus and oversized format that have come out focusing on the Phoenix Force itself. All right, moving on to the next book, also coming out in September of 2023. And yeah, let's just cut to the chase. Of course I'm talking about that guy right there, Wolverine Omnibus Volume 4. Yes, baby, we did it. Let's go, bub. Let's take a look at the standard edition cover first. This standard edition cover is supplied by Adam Kubert, and that was the little holofoil card that was on the cover of issue number 75 of Wolverine. So you already know that that has to be in here. So let's take a look at the content together before we look at the other covers. So this collects Wolverine 60 through 75, Wolverine Inner Fury, Wolverine Killing, Global Jeopardy, Wolverine and the Punisher Damaging Evidence, Sabretooth 1 through 4. I'm so glad that's finally collected in oversized format. It's such an awesome story. Spider-Man Punisher Sabretooth Designer Jeans. That's with a G, not a J. X-Men number 25, of course, that's in here. Material from Marvel Comics presents 109 to 142. Now, keep in mind, each one of those appearances are 8 pages long, so not a lot of pages, just a lot of issues, and Marvel Holiday Special number 2. So let's take a look at our first direct market cover. This one here is supplied by Andy Kubert, and this is the cover to issue 25, a very iconic issue in the life of Wolverine. To anybody that has read comics for a long time, we know what this issue means. And the aftermath, of course, of this issue is in Wolverine 75. So we have more of Larry Hama's era of Wolverine. My second favorite issue of Wolverine is collected in here, and that's issue number 75. I love that issue. The letter to Jubilee, oh my gosh. And we have I love the way this is all mapped, because while we know we're going to get this stuff in epic format, the fact that they add Marvel Comics Presents in here is just amazing, because this is every appearance of Wolverine during this particular time. The Inner Fury one shot, you have artwork by Bill Sienkiewicz. You have a lot of stories in here, not just by Larry Hama, but also Terry Cavanagh. You also have Scott Lobdell writing some of these stories. And you have part of the Fatal Attraction story, the main part of Fatal Attractions. Before I talk more about this book, let's take a look at the second direct market cover. This one here is supplied by Mark Teixeira, who was one of the big artists during this time. So after Mark Silvestri left the book, we had artwork in here from Dwayne Turner. Mark Teixeira becomes the ongoing artist for a while. And then we have the phenomenal Adam Kubert coming in. I believe he left the Spirits of Vengeance book to come and take over this book, and nothing was ever the same. I think to a lot of people, he is the definitive Wolverine artist, but his very first issue is in here with issue number 75. But back to what I was saying about the Marvel Comics Presents stories. Yes, they're 8 pages long, but, overall, you're still getting about 28 pages, 26 pages of a particular story. Sometimes they went over 6 issues to tell a whole story, but you have the Typhoid Mary story in here. You do have the story with Venom, which I know has been collected in Venom Omnibus, I believe, volume 2, if I'm not mistaken. But it's just nice to have it in a Uncanny Omar Talk Pretty One Day, in a Wolverine collection. And yes, I am super excited, because we got a volume 2. When they reprinted volume 1, you all went out and bought volume 1, pre-ordered it, to make sure we were going to get a volume 2. And then when volume 2 came out, you pre-ordered that. I got to announce volume 3, and it's just crazy that we are now in this era of Wolverine. And yes, there's still a lot more to come, or to collect one day. But for now, let's just take this as a big win for all of us that knew there was potential for Wolverine to be collected in omnibus format. And my gosh, did you all prove us right? Way to go. And that's it. Those are the covers. Those are the 2 announcements. Let me know in the comment section what you think of both of these announcements, which cover you're going to pick up, what you think of these stories that are collected in here. Everyone, stay healthy and safe out there. Thank you again to David Gabriel and the fine folks at Marvel. All I can say is, let's go, bub.